do what thou wilt. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of 7 Minutes with the Magus, featuring your host, Omega Logion, Magus of the Eon of Maat. In this episode, we're going to talk about the last of the holy books I received in my greater magical retirement of 2022. The penultimate book that I received is the most important, so we're saving that one for later. But for now, we're going to talk about the last one I received, which is called Liber Spectaculi. That word means a spectacle or a pageant. And Liber Spectaculi is much like Crowley's Liber Arcanorum in that it gives you a verse for each of the 22 major arcana of the tarot. It's my favorite of the holy books that I've received from my guardian angel because it's concise and yet it's full of imagery and lots of things to think about within the verses. They're also short enough where the gematria of the verses is very useful. In much of our work, things will pop up and it'll be, oh, that equals the Empress verse from Spectaculi. Oh, that equals the Tower verse, and so on. So it's a very useful book. It's very interesting. It's very short and to the point. I'm going to read the entire thing to you right now. Liber Spectaculi. Here goes the madman traipsing across the desert. He follows a butterfly and turns into a caterpillar. The wings of the butterfly adorn the wand of the magus. He parts the sea with a wave of his hand. Through the great divide comes the high priestess to lead the way out of Egypt. She carries the scroll of the ancients in a cylinder made of crystal. The message is brought to Her Highness by the Angelic One. She reads the letters backwards and understands. Her Majesty passes the secret to the conqueror. He accepts her wise counsel and writes the words into law. The Lord summons the court astrologer who brings the astrolabe. He advises His Majesty on auspicious occasions and pinpoints their time and space. The astrologer announces the date of the wedding of the princess to the foreign prince. He brings their hands together and is witness to their vows. The Lord prepares the great procession in honor of the bride and groom. He orders the blacksmith to make him the armor that will gleam in the sunlight and shine in the moonlight. And so the balance is restored in the empire. The alliance is made with the sovereign lands. The prince has wandered from distant shores, carrying the future in a hollow tube. He brings the fire as a dowry and bestows it on his bride. He who is without rain will soon reign, and when he reigns, the blessings will be bestowed on the subjects of the realm, until his reign is over and the heir apparent arrives. She who has conquered the lion with her charms will raise the cup and salute the Lord. She brings the future with her in a sigil on her forehead. And now the Lord will end his reign and leave the world behind. He undergoes the dissolution and gives his body up with grace. The mother comes to welcome him, a warm embrace at the appointed time, for she is his and always was, and brings him ecstasy and peace. The prince assumes the throne and brings his bride with him to the coronation. A special brew is made by them to mingle their bloodlines in consummate glory. From west and east the blood is mixed. Betwixt the two the third is made, and by this holy child will come the silver star in the heptagon. On 7 sides the walls arise, protecting secrets deep within. The treasures are defended by the lightning strike that slays the foes and splits the tree. Inside the castle, the telescope with watchful eye has caught the gleam. It marks the night on far horizons. It marks the time when peace will come. The night continues. Dogs are howling. Witches meet within the oaks. One prepares a wand out of the branches split by lightning strike. Dawn arrives. The Sabbath ends. The witches leave their circle bare. The children come to play within and frolic in the mountain air. The children start a fire in the circle, dancing round the smoke. Their eyes light up to see the flames climb high in the evening sky. And when the fire finally dies, the children make their way back home. Arm in arm they walk the path and sing the tune their mother taught. And on their spiraling return, they see a figure round the bend. He has a triple cap with bells and seems a trifle mad. And so ends Liber Spectaculi, and so ends this episode. I hope you'll join me for future ones, and until then, don't forget, love is the law.